How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farming Simulator 25 called WestBridge Hills 25. And we're going to start with a description from the mod hub, and it reads, "Welcome to WestBridge Hills, a map originally from Farming Simulator 2013, now modernized for FS25. Number of purchasable fields, 21. Acre sizes, 0.98 hectares to 20.28 hectares. Number of farmlands, 60. Water retrieval sources, build your own pond, fill up at the lake or at water towers around the map. There are mods required for this map, and they are the Old Time Shed Pack by Zero Ito. This map was created by Zero Ito and is 157.65 megabytes to download. If we take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. There we go. And we start out by owning farmlands numbered. Oh, if I can deactivate that, it makes it a whole lot easier to see. We start out by owning farmlands number 36 and 37. 36 is our main starting farm, and 37 is a wheat field that is ready to harvest. You cannot purchase all areas in the map, and the prices on the map do vary. So starting out with some of the smaller fields like this one here, we got 99,000. It is rather expensive though for what you're getting. I mean, this one's only 4 acres and you're talking $100,000. This one here, $132,000. This one here, $465,000, $500,000, $456,000, $588,000. 718. The big boy up here, $1.4 million. And yeah, $2.08 million. 61 acres. I mean, you are talking a massive amount of money for some of these fields. So you're going to have a lot to build up to. We do not start with any animal pens. Contracts are available on this map, and because you got some pretty hefty size fields, you do get some pretty decent payouts on contracts. There are no production chains to start out with, and if we go over to the statistics tab, there are collectibles on this map, 25 of them to be precise, and I did come across a couple. They are the little glowing orbs from Hutan Pantai, so be on the lookout for those. Now, if we take a look at mods specific to this map, if we look on the buy menu, there's nothing on the buy menu, but under the build menu. If we take a look under the buildings, there's nothing under buildings, nothing under productions, nothing under animals, nothing under decorations, but finally, under landscaping and painting, we get a whole bunch of painting swatches available on this map. Nothing for trees or plants. And now let's go ahead and start wandering around here because we got a lot to cover here. So first off, we do start out at the main shop area. We do have a repair trigger right here. And the shop trigger is actually inside the building. Walk up to the door, it opens up, and it's right here. And you can go ahead and purchase your stuff. Let's go ahead and head on out. And let's go over to the truck. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unstrap, because you do start out with these wood beams. These are yours. And let's turn this on. And as we drive around, I'm hoping that the wood beams will fall out. Now coming up over here. There we go. Just under the carport there, that is AI helper David. Special delivery for David. He's got some wood beams on his front lawn now. There we go. We're going to make a right. We're going to follow this out. And follow this around the curve. Up the winding hill. To right over here. So tucked away in here, we got a couple of things here. In the distance there, we have the dairy sell point. And then around the back side over here, we have an input for the production point. Output is right there. And the production point itself is the canning factory. Wrench is right around here. You can purchase the canning factory for $330,000. Let's go ahead and hop back in the truck, and we will swing back around in this direction. Head back out, way we came, and we're going to backtrack just a little ways back towards the main shop area. All right, so heading over the hill. Shop area is just there to the left, and coming up now to my right is our main starting farm. So we're going to go ahead and pull up right here. And because we are at the starting farm, let's go ahead and take a look at some of our starting equipment under this tab here, under vehicles. We'll go ahead and check this out. We have the AGCO 8810. We have the Agromaz POV 5XL plow, the Albert pallet fork, the Albert universal bucket, the Deutz-Fahr AgroStar 8.31. We've got the Great Plains solid stand 1500 seater. Got the Grimmy SL 8022 Quantum, that is a belt. We've got actually two of those. We've got the Hardy Mega 1200L sprayer, the International Series 200 truck, the Lizard S710. I guess you can still refer to this as a belt, but it's basically a ground collectible portion of the belt, and you got two of those. You got the Massey Ferguson 8570 harvester, the harvester header, the harvester trailer, header trailer, I should say. Yeah, header and header trailer. Whew. Got the Quickie Q6M front loader. We got the Rudolph TDK 301 RA trailer, the same Virtus 135 RV shift. We've got the Tenwinkle B12 2500. We got the Tenwinkle Pack 1000. We got the Treffler TGA 560. I believe that's a weeder. Might be a cultivator. And that's it. That is everything for the starting equipment. We got the silo off to the left there. Fuel tank off to the right. Now, one thing you will notice is that around the starting farm, you will have these little icons right here. And it's just to indicate where the lights are. So you can see nice little thing that helps stands out. Got another one tucked away in there. Now we're going to come up here. Up here we have the small farm kiosk. That is a sell point. Head back into the farm. Now up here, to my right, we have a whole bunch of bees and a honey spawn point right there. And we have a water trigger right there to my right. Coming up to my right as well, we have the wardrobe trigger right there. We have AI helper Walter and sleep trigger right here. Now, cool thing to know about this particular map and this particular version of this map, normally there has been buildings on this corner of the lot for this particular farmland number 38. If you purchase this, I believe this is the first time where it's actually enterable. So you can purchase the farmland number 38, get the field, and you get that bit of storage space as well. Now we're going to start off by turning here. Now, one thing I'm going to do, because I don't have enough money, is I'm going to show off on the map. First off, we started out here at the shop area. We saw the repair trigger, shop trigger, and then we saw AI helper David. We then went down the road over to the dairy sell point and the canning factory. We then came back up and around to the main starting farm where we saw the silo, fuel trigger, the small farm kiosk sell point there, the bees, as well as the honey spawn point, and the water trigger there, as well as the wardrobe trigger, save trigger, and AI helper Walter. We came out the side road over to here, and here at farmland number 31. You can see, I mean, right there, I'm already blowing everything but little over $53,000. So I'm not going to purchase this area, but if you do purchase this area, you get a sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger up here. That's it. That's all you get by purchasing it. You get the field as well, but you're basically buying this kind of sleep trigger. That's really about it. So tucked away up here, we're gonna follow this windy, twisty road, and we do have a tree right in the middle of the road that apparently that truck can just pass right on through with no problem. Now we'll stop right here. Over here, we have the oil mill. You can purchase the oil mill right over here for $240,000. We have your output right here and input right there. Right over here, we have the spinnery. You can purchase the spinnery for $180,000. Output here, input there. Next to the spinnery is the grain mill. Input right here. And around this corner right here, output there. And you can purchase the grain mill for $288,000. Go ahead and head on out over in this direction. Now follow this back here. Directly in front of me is AI Helper Katie. And over here, now in front of me, is the animal dealer. You can purchase your animals from the animal dealer right here by using this icon directly, or you can use this icon at any pens and pastures you may have around the map. If you use this icon directly, though, you will incur an additional fee. That fee is associated to a delivery fee. The animal dealer is delivering the animals from this location and delivering them out to your pens and pastures wherever you have them placed around the map. And that delivery fee can get pretty expensive depending on what kind of animals you have. An adult cow normally costs $100 per adult cow. So depending on how many cows you're wanting to buy, it adds up pretty quickly. Now you can save that money by bringing an animal trailer to this location here, parking within this hazard box here, and then using this dialog box. Again, it will load the animals into the trailer rather than into a pen and pasture directly, and then you will save that animal delivery fee. Animal dealer sell point is directly in front of me right here, and off to my left is the lime station. Out back, we have right here the manure buy point, the slurry buy point right there, and now we head out directly west to see our next points of interest. As we continue to head down the hill here, we now see our next point of interest coming up on our left. Let's go ahead and stop right here. Now, if we take a look at the map and see where we've been, we were up here at this kind of farm that we could have purchased, but it costs a lot of money. We came out and around to the oil factory here, the oil mill, then over to the spinnery, then over to the grain mill. We then followed this out and around down here to the AI Helper Katie, animal dealer sell point, the lime station, manure buy point, and slurry buy point. Came back and around, and all the way down the road over to farmland number 42 can be purchased for $128,832. We will go ahead and purchase this because right here beside me we have a slurry station, or a slurry silo I should say, bunker silo way out in the back over there. Come up right here, we have the cow barn. We have room for 140 cows. We have 0 to start out with. Feed and straw can go in there. As you can see, straw is accepted in here. The animal dialog box is right there. And a manure heap right there. Now coming up down the road, actually took the wrong direction. I meant to go over there. So let's backtrack just a little ways. Right to here, to the biogas plant. I'll pull in right here. You can see, right there's the wrench. You can purchase this for $1.6 million. We have our solid input right there. Bunker silos right there. This is our liquid output, aka our digestate, right there. Lime station to my right. And now to my left, we have the liquid input. And now we follow this back out and around to this area over here. Pulling in here. Right here, we have the restaurant sell point. Hop back in the truck, make a left. And now tucked away in here, we have the sawmill. We'll go ahead and stop right here. We have our input right over here. Our wood cell trigger tucked away up here. Oops, I'm stuck. Up the hill over here. We have our outputs right over here under the awning. With a wrench over here and can purchase it for $300,000. And over here we have AI helper Noah. So now I need to go and grab the truck again. And we're going to follow this through the awning. Really shouldn't be, but and we shouldn't even be driving the truck back here, but we are going to take this back to our next point of interest. It's tucked away way back here. There it is. Right here we have this kind of farm area, but it's not an actual farm, but you do have a whole bunch of beehives tucked away in the corner over here. Now this is a kind of base model from the Riverbend Springs. As best as I can tell, these are active beehives. They are triggered here, or are shown to be active. Same as what you have here on your main starting farm. Same symbols and all that. It might just be too far away to actually register for that spawn point that's on the main starting farm over there. But you can purchase the land. So my presumption is that if you purchase the land for $591,264, you will be able to take advantage of those bees. You just may have to actually move the spawn point closer to that. But I think because you can only have one spawn point at any given location or any given map, you're basically going to have to choose which one you want more. Now coming down here, I'm going to take this road a ways to the north. A little bit of covered storage to my left there. Now coming up here, go down here. Coming into view, this is the Grain Barge Terminal 1 sell point. Get up here and then we'll turn around, just like so. And now tucked away back over here, we have another farm. This is, whoops, that's not movable. We have farm number 3 right here. We take a look at the map once more. We were down here at the cow barn and the slurry storage and the manure heap, all this stuff over here. We went over to the biogas plant right over here, and then we came over to the lime station, looped back around over to the restaurant sell point, then over to the sawmill. We went all the way out here to the bees, tucked away in this corner over here, came back out and around, went all the way up north to the grain barge terminal 1, came back out over to farmland number 26. You can purchase it for $217,224. We will do that, and we get some triggers that pop up. We do have a sleep trigger right here in front of me, and around the side we have a wardrobe trigger right over there. Let's get back in the truck one more time. Get turned around. And now follow this to the right. And now we follow this down over here to our next set of interests. To my left, we have a lime station right there. And to my right, we have a production point. This is the paper factory. You can purchase the paper factory. Oh, there we go. For $525,000. We have our wood cell trigger here, input here, and output are on the back over here. Here we'll make a left, and we'll start heading towards town. Over to my left, that is the warehouse sell point right there. Gas station over here. And over here we have our outputs for our warehouse buy point. This is where you can go to purchase all your palleted goods, is right back here. Hop back in the truck, just pull down to this corner over here. And over here we have the bakery. You can purchase the bakery for $50,000. Output here and input right here. I'll follow this to the left, then to the right. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Now tucked away in here through that doorway, that is AI helper Ben standing in the middle of the awning there. Now tucked away over here, get turned around. Here we have the tailor shop. You can purchase this for $240,000. Input here, output over there. We'll follow this to the right, and then to the left. Coming up all the way to the northern portion of the map, we'll make a left. And then followed by a right. All right, over here we have the this is the dredging boat. And the nice thing about this is that you can pick up and utilize all these stones here off the ground if you purchase farmland number 46 for $410,760. You get all the access to all the trees and stuff that are on here, as well as all these stones that are being dropped off here. So really you can utilize those for selling to this sell point right over here, or this production point is what it really is, the cement factory. can purchase this for $370,000. Output here and input right over there. And now we'll head back out. Following this, back from where we came, we got a nice little football field off to the left side there. Looks like just a generic high school football field, which I really like. Farmer's market sell point to my left. Over here we have the carpentry input here with a wood cell trigger there. Output here. Carpentry can be purchased for $300,000. Right next door, we have the Cooper input right there. Buy point right here, $300,000. And I believe the output is right here, but I'm not 100% certain about that. I've still yet to actually figure out where the output for the Cooper is. And now we're going to head directly south to our last set of interests. Lime station here, and this is the Grain West silo. Now normally this is a train silo, but the train line, as best as I can tell, is not active. There's no train here, so it's basically just a silo. Input here, output there. You can see that there's supposed to be an input or an input right here from a train, but it's off to the side. It's not in use, kind of thing. So I think this is just intended to be just a normal, regular silo. Maybe like a cooperative silo where anybody can come by and dump into it. But that's it. That is everything here on WestBridge 25. Now it's time to render my opinion and let you know what I think. 0 to 5 scale as per usual. Oh, and water point right there as well. Forgot about that because we got the water tower. Anyways, 0 to 5 scale as per usual. What do I think of this map? I like it. I like this map a lot. I always have, ever since I started playing this back on, I believe it was FS19 when I first got introduced to this map. And one of the things that really kind of hits home for me on this map is that nostalgia factor. Is this map is one of the maps I cut my teeth on. So even though nowadays this isn't necessarily a style that I personally care for, I have all the remembrances from when I was starting to learn how to play this game. And I credit this map as one of the maps that really got me into this game. The beautiful undulations that are on this map are absolutely fantastic. I love that this is not only an American map, but it's got the kind of nice, gentle rolling hills, and even some places it gets a little bit more aggressive than just rolling hills. It's actually really beautiful. It's got a nice toned down color palette, so it's not like popping of colors all over the place, and it's making it just feel like a cartoon. I mean, all in all, this is a very, very nice map. It's a solid map. There are going to be some issues that are going to need to be addressed. You saw the truck that just buried itself inside of the ground there. You also saw earlier in the tour where the tree was right in the middle of the roadway. There's going to be some small fixes, but shouldn't be an issue going forward. I mean, really, it's nothing that I've seen up until this point where it's been like so egregious that, you know, it's going to make the map unplayable. There's just kind of a little inconvenience here, a little inconvenience there, but overall this is just a solid map. I absolutely love it. So what do I think of it? 0 to 5 scale as per usual. Like I mentioned, I'm going to give it a 4.5. 4.5 out of 5. The only thing that prevents this from being a 5 out of 5 is just the kind of jetting away from the nostalgia. So what I mean by that is this map does have that WestBridge Hills vibe, but it is changed a lot. A lot. And there's certain things that aren't in the same places that I remember them as. There's certain places, certain things that are just completely out of left field different. And that's all fine and dandy. I have no problem with the changes whatsoever. It's just some of them don't necessarily add up to me personally. But, I mean, all in all, it's a fantastic map. It's a lovely, lovely map. Again, you get out to some areas and it's nice and flat and calm. You got like just gentle sweeps on the landscape that's not going to be too big of a deal. But then you get like right here in front of me. So like I said, it's got that WestBridge Hills vibe, that feeling, without looking very much like WestBridge Hills. There's a lot of like little keynotes that definitely give it that WestBridge Hills vibe, that look and appeal, especially like the main starting farm. But then you go around to like the north side here, and all these kind of trees that are hidden away, these hills and outcroves, and you got the dredging barge and those kind of productions tucked away on the north side there. Like, there's been a lot of changes. The animal dealer changed locations. If I remember correctly, the animal dealer was just out to the west of here. Like, immediately, just off of the end of this road. It was way out into the distance. It was just there, and it was its own kind of custom thing. And that's something that I noticed on this particular version of WestBridge Hills, is that it utilized a lot of the kind of base stuff that was developed by Giants. And I'll be honest, I was kind of surprised by that. I wasn't expecting for there to be a lot of the kind of same models and same kind of things that Zero Ito, I mean, has well become known for being extremely detailed oriented, which is part of the reason why I love Zero Ito maps, is because of how much attention to detail there is. And there's still that attention to detail on this map. Absolutely there is. But what's also, known for Zero Ito is the kind of customized flair that exists all throughout their maps. I just feel like this map in particular used a lot of the base game models and a lot of the individual things that we've just kind of grown used to at this point. So it just kind of came as a shock. But again, 4.5 out of 5, very solid score. Absolutely love this map. Just something that just kind of caught me off guard. But other than that, love it. Absolutely love it. And I hope you enjoyed this map tour. And if you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. The shows you're engaged with the channel, enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Take care.